I finally figured it out. One word, overwhelming. I can't do this no more, bro. It's just too much for me, bro. I mean, we talking like everything that I think of, every idea I come up with, I'm shooting that shit same day. Excuse my language, but you gotta understand, we talking about 8K 360. 72 megapixels. There's not a whole lot I can't do as of right now, and that's the problem. But that's the best problem I've ever had in a long time. Like, it ain't nothing I can't do. I ain't ever shot something and not worried about what I'm looking at. I'm just shooting it and don't care where the camera pointing at. Cause I know, hey, it's all good. And I got it in 5.7K, 60 frames a second. I'm chilling. The button not working.
And it's still looking at me too.
Looking at everybody.
Oh! We're no longer Nissan, we're now transitioning to Hyundai.
Hey, open sesame. Oh, press that one.
Content. All right, man, look, before we get started, before we chop it up and talk about this X4, I gotta let y'all know, this is not a review. I've never owned a GoPro, I've never owned an action cam, I've never owned a 360 cam, anything like that at all. So I can't just give you a review having it almost 2 weeks in. It's just, I have not done everything that I can think of doing right now. I just came here to give this damn thing its props, man, because this is ridiculous. We talking about 8K at 30 frames per second, full 360, 5.7K at 60 FPS. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can't do. The pictures, 72 megapixels. You can even vlog on this thing if you wanted to. It has a single lens mode to where you can choose which lens you want to vlog off of and flip it back and forth like you would on your iPhone. It has its own flow state stabilization built in. And not to mention, I did like a little bit of research on the X3 and I see that the X4 has a bigger screen up to 2.5, which is, it's a big screen for how small this thing is. And then it's waterproof as is, no case needed, no lens guards needed, no nothing, just as is, nothing on it, just plain Jane. Waterproof up to 10 feet. Man, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get my hands on it. And I did. But if I gotta be real with y'all, man, I think the coolest thing and the best feature about this, which I'm pretty sure this has been around, possibly, I don't know. Like I said, I've never owned this before, so this is a whole new world for me. I think the coolest thing is the shoot now and frame later. All that means is when you turn this on and you shoot in 360, you ain't gotta worry about where the camera's pointing. You don't even gotta worry about what the screen is displaying and showing if you're shooting in 360. You can just record, and then when you go back, you can crop frame, you can keyframe, you can literally adjust and do what you need to do all in editing. So it's like, there's no hassle to trying to make sure, oh, I gotta make sure I'm in this position. I gotta make sure I'm showing the camera with the lens of this and this and that. Like, nah, man, I've just been turning the camera on and just shooting. The only bad thing, which I would think is pretty obvious, is the lighting. It doesn't do the best in low light situations. You're gonna see some grain, you're gonna see some noise. When you're outside, which is typically where this will most likely be used, or just in a lighted environment, you're good to go, man. It has so many modes, I wasn't really too much lost when it came to like trying to figure out what mode to use what for. It made it pretty obvious and clear, and I kind of started to get the hang of it after like the first day. I can't even go through every single feature because like I said, it's not a review. I'm not here to like show you how this and that. I'm still learning myself. When I saw the YouTube videos and I looked up the X4 and I saw the specs, I then realized like, wait a minute, I might be able to solo vlog and like catch behind the scene content, or just even just like be able to just document myself as I'm doing my work with the camera by myself. If I get the right equipment, I don't have to worry about having a cameraman with me or always taking a tripod to put it here, place it here, get this shot, get this angle. I can legit just turn this on, set it up, and then just go. When nobody else need it, I can tell it start, stop recording, you know what I'm saying? Voice command, I can put the hand up and wave. If you don't know about those features, go look it up. Shit is crazy. When I realized that, that's what made me buy it. I don't do all these outside activities. I don't do car content yet, you know what I'm saying? I don't do biking, hiking, and skiing, you know, parachuting. I don't do most of that stuff. But now that I have this, I plan to get into it a lot sooner because this is making me want to go explore a whole lot more than I ever had before when it came to like shooting things. So I figured I'd go out and buy this. I buy the right accessories, which is why I bought the bike bundle, because the bike bundle comes with that chest piece, and I can just strap that on. I can lock this in on it, and man, I'm good to go. I just press record and it's gonna catch everything for me. This legit might be the cheapest piece of equipment that has the most quality that I've ever seen like in the market. I haven't been in this field long, but I've been in it for a few years now, and I'm like, damn, this is a steal. If you don't get your hands on this, you're missing out. If you're into making content, short form content especially, and you're doing a lot of TikToks and Reels and whatnot, or you're trying to do a lot of things, but you don't have a helping hand and all you got is you to shoot, I recommend getting this. $500, you really can't beat that. I'm gonna be honest, you really can't beat that. With all the specs in 8K, damn. This is probably the most excited I've been about any piece of equipment that I've bought since I bought the Sony a7C. It's making me really want to expand my horizons on the things that I do. For $500, 360, 8K, 120 FPS. Sold me on it. You had me at 8. You ain't even gotta finish the case. I held this out the window like full-fledged while being in an RT charger. While pushing 80 miles an hour on the highway, and it didn't. I'm thinking like, oh, you know, the wind, you know, it's gonna break, it's gonna bend. I'm gonna drop the X4. You know, it was a good run, but I'm like, I'm holding it out there, risking my life for this content. And it's like, it's doing its job. It's not even breaking, it's not bending, it's not, I don't feel like it's finna, you know, I feel comfortable holding out the window. The accessories that this thing comes with, it's crazy. Like I've never seen so many accessories for different activities like biking, motorcyclists, cars, just simply hiking, just traveling, stuff like that. And like you can really utilize all those things for different. Right now, I've been using the bike bundle just for vlogging. You don't have to use all the equipment for what it's intended for. You can really do it all. That's the reason why I bought this. I'm not one of the YouTubers that's having all this crazy shots and, you know, exciting, adventurous things going on the channel here where I'm getting like crazy footage of drone footage. You know, I'm just a vlogger. I'm a guy who does work, who tries to build his clientele up. This gonna change the game. It's an investment for $500. Every time I say that, I'm just like, damn, because that ain't nothing. That's a lens. Anywho, man, look, I just want to hop in here and get my 2 cents. I have no clue where this video takes us next because it's kind of been everywhere. I've been shooting for like the past week and a half, 2 weeks. I have so much footage to go through. So I'll see you guys in the next clip when I see you guys, or maybe not at all, I don't know. All I gotta say is, man, be on the lookout for more content with the X4 on this channel. It's gonna be utilized a whole lot more, possibly in every video. I really wanna do a whole lot more solo vlogging and show a lot of you guys and just people that are interested in getting this or don't even know anything about it. Like, you should invest into this. If you're making content, if you're a solo shooter, this is crazy. Man, you can change the game. Your content can change tremendously, and that's what I plan on doing on the channel here with this. So stay tuned. I'm out.